Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the After Hours. This is our episode 65. I'm your host, Carlos Silva, talking with you all the way here from South Florida, from Miami. And I'll be joined by my dear buddy, my friend, all the way from Kentucky, Collin Kendall.
I'm here again. That's all there is to say.
I love the energy. I love the energy. And all the way from Orlando, our buddy, our dear friend, Jason Canapp.
Well, hello there. I'm kind of missing the sound effects. What's happening? There's no sound. There's no splish splash. I was taking a bath with Collin. Let me rephrase that.
No,
there's
that
no
didn't
splish. Never mind. Move along.
I'm a little bit temperamental, so no.
Well, that's all right, because Collin's a little bit country and I'm a little bit rock and roll. So it's
exactly.
Buddies, let's talk Disney. How are you guys? How are you? Nobody was mentioning anything about the sound effects anymore, so I was saying I don't think I would retire for a while. But actually, I'm preparing bigger things.
More sound effects?
Oh, even more than that, even with video and special effects. Amazing production. Buddies, everything is okay? Everything fine? Where are you guys?
Well, where do you want me to begin?
Please begin.
No, it's a different show. It's
Please, for me it was a strange week because there was a little break for me. I needed to go.
I heard there was a rumor that you were maybe in the Walt Disney World area.
I will talk about.
I knew that wasn't true because I knew you would never come into town and us not to get together. But so I'm sure
it happens all the time, buddy. It happens all the time. But one thing I have to tell you is that every time I go to town, I say, buddy, I'm here. I'm going to stay here for those days. And
I don't think so.
And then I just hear crickets.
I don't think so.
Crickets.
What I hear is like, I'm going to be very busy this week.
And no.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know what it's about? It's about time to say hello to our audience. It's a hello time. Hello time. It's the happy time of the show.
I'm just gonna sit here. All these fools dance.
Collin, who are the friends that you saw in our comments here, please?
Yeah, it's good to see Jonah Hill, Butch Rosenthal, that guy named Jason, Megan Kirsch, Peter Mano, Caleb Joshua Hill, Mark Jones. Good to see everybody. Jason, who do you say?
Yeah,
well, I have to say hi to my mom, of course, and Valerie. Good to see you. Doreen is here. Kelly Lawrence. Great to see you. Also from Miami. Terry Doherty joining us. Sarah Goff. We have Kathy's here. And other Sarah's here. Wendy's here. I'm going to take everybody. Mark's here. I don't know, Carlos, if you want to say hi to
Mark
everybody.
Williamson's here. Butch Rosenthal is here. Neil is also here. John, all the way from our dear buddy John, all the way from UK is here. Jody Rice is here, and
Megan, thank you for watching while you're maybe doing some other watching too.
What she, oh yeah, she's doing
this other program or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we have to talk with these NFL people. I don't like the idea for them busting our.
I mean, if it was F1, I could understand.
Yeah, but it's not. That's the good thing about F1 is this Saturday morning and Sunday morning. We're not,
and also Fridays.
Yeah, Fridays too. Well, we're gonna talk about F1 later on after the show, buddy.
Oh, good. Oh, after the show. Okay.
Yeah, but one thing, during the hello time, I like to send a special hello to a friend, to Brian. Brian, yesterday I was in the annual pass holders preview for the new attraction and Epcot for Ratatouille. And I was approached by Brian, our dear friend Brian, that he followed us and he watched the shows, the After Hour show, and he came to talk with me. Brian, was really nice to see you, and thank you for approaching me yesterday. I don't know if is this the same Brian that sometimes is showing up here, because sometimes it's so little that for me I can only see the name. So I know that there's Brian, there's Brian that's sometimes showing up here, but I know it's the same one. And that leads me to ask another thing. If you're watching us and you're quiet there, don't worry about Jason. Don't worry about Jason.
What the heck is that?
Carlos only bites a little. Jason bites a lot.
What is that supposed to mean?
Don't worry about Jason. He's a good guy. Don't worry, he would not bite you.
Sometimes.
So please,
Sometimes.
if you're
And let
go ahead, buddy.
no.
And
It's still early. Put the kids to bed.
If you're watching and you're quiet, please make some comments. We would love to see you showing up here. And don't forget to share. And one thing, don't forget that we're also, there's a lot of people watching us on Facebook, but don't forget that we're also on YouTube. And don't forget that YouTube is pretty fair to us.
They like us better.
Yeah, YouTube is really nice to us, okay? And fair. And we can... It's fair. Just the only thing I like to say that.
I think we should say. Have you said hello to the Barbara? I'm thinking because we have people who are specifically on YouTube, and there's people on Facebook, and I think it's important that we make sure we say hi to everybody.
Yes, but I cannot see I cannot see in the comments.
Oh, I can see.
Oh,
I can see.
Who is?
I see. I think Barbara's watching us on. I'm trying to compare the two. I can't because I got the single feed here. Do you see it now? And I see, and Gustavo's with us, but I don't know whether Gustavo's with us on Facebook or. It doesn't really matter, people. We're just happy that you're here. Oh. I just don't want to leave anybody out. That's all.
Yes, Barbara Petter, Bobby is a friend of mine from all the way from Brazil. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, all the way from Brazil.
She's friends.
I do have many friends there. Thanks God. Yeah.
That's great.
Walt for it.
They put up with you this long.
You know, it's funny because we do have Walt for it and we have Wait for it.
John's here.
No,
we said I think Collins.
No, look the comments. Look the comments.
I'm trying.
Walt for it.
I don't get it.
I'm here too. And there's Wait for it. Let me get it here. So there are two.
Yes. That's my line. Don't step on it.
Okay. So let me. So we do have two. Oh, Wait for it and Walt for it. Now Walt for it. Yeah. No. So John is watching us. No, John is watching us from Facebook and from YouTube too.
Now that is a pro move.
Yes.
That's a pro move. I don't understand why.
So Lynn,
that's a pro move.
Lynn is showing up with a nice, the picture with the nice two beautiful dogs. I think they're Shih Tzu too. Yeah.
I thought it was like the thing, one of those Siamese.
No. Then Marcia Seixas, my friend Marcia Seixas from Brazil is also here too.
Hello.
Gustavo Velasquez, the gang from South Florida is here. Good. Michael Riley is here too. Hey, buddy. Michael, is you the Walt Disney World beer guy or not? Because I'm talking to this beer profiles thinking that it's you, Michael Riley, and probably the guy. If he's not, it's going to be really embarrassing.
It's going to be embarrassing.
Embarrassing for who though? You or the
for everybody?
All of the above.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, now John is just clarifying. Yeah, John is watching him. The best move ever. The two from the two medias. Okay.
Dexterous.
Yes. Yeah. Good. Now is the time.
There. Now's the best time to answer the door, apparently.
Now is the time.
Now is the best time.
Yes, so I'll start just bringing my comments on in regards of what was the experience yesterday, the experience that I had with the preview. Okay, it was really nice. It was really a hot day, and I choose to have a preview exactly at noon. So it was really hot, buddies. But I have to tell you one thing.
Really should have thought that through.
Yeah, well, I have to tell you one thing. First of all, when it comes to the attraction, and I know that Claire, John, Ben from UK, they were kind of curious to understand how much different is the version here from Florida as compared to the one in Paris. It is basically the same thing. The queue part is different. It is a little bit different, and it's really nice here. It's not that it's not nice in Paris, but here.
What are we talking about?
Ratatouille.
What?
Remy's Adventure.
What is that?
Okay, yeah. That's why I
don't
didn't
think we have time for that tonight.
Yeah, that's why
new thing?
That's why I didn't want to bring the videos, and you asked me about it because I know that you're a little bit upset with that, but
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, I have to. And the other thing is that the preview itself went really fine because from the moment you get your window, the time window for you to get in, use the time for you to get in, but you don't have time to get out. So I spent 3 hours there inside. So I watched
that, which is interesting. It's interesting because that's almost the amount of time that I spent, or Michelle spent, or we spent on the phone with guest relations this morning, trying to fix. Yeah.
Kelly.
I mean, it's just ironic, don't you think? I think it's like wonderfully ironic that
Kelly
you spent 3 hours in the area. And
Kelly is asking me to look here. I don't know if it's tricky. Oh,
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
I don't know if it's tricky, sneaky, but she wants me to say Ratatouille is Ratatouille. That's the so and it's Remy, yeah, Remy, yeah. But the whole thing.
Speak French now too.
But the area is beautiful. The area is I think one thing that I will say to you, buddies, is that area during the night or during the sunset, it will be probably one of the best ones in Epcot because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And let me tell you another thing. I went to the line and spent a lot of time waiting to get a table on the crêperie, on la crêperie de Paris, de Paris, and it was
just making stuff up.
Where's my violin? Where's my violin? Who has my violin?
I don't know, man. Okay, it was good, but I would tell the audience it was amazing. I love the crepe, even the savory ones and the sweet ones and everything. And one of the best, actually the best espresso in Epcot that I ever had. Okay.
Sounds like you had a lovely time.
Yeah, I was all alone there.
Yeah.
And that's why I couldn't watch your lunch break yesterday.
Yeah, it breaks
Sorry.
my heart.
Lunch breaks my heart. Yeah. Okay. Are we okay?
Oh, we're great.
Okay, so let's start with the news. And as usual, there's some news here that you were not aware that I was supposed to put in, and they always started the first one with. They already starting to distribute and to show the new statues, and actually I saw a post in this Instagram profile called Here is the Magic.
I was wondering if you're going to mention it.
It is a beautiful post. Actually, 20 minutes before we start the show, I share it with my audience in Brazil too, because it is beautiful, and I think that the statues are really nice. I love it. Okay.
Did you see the Lady and the Tramp statue?
Yes. I think, and I want
That might be my favorite.
and I want to know. I'm trying to figure out how, because one thing is to have the statues on. I know in the hub. The hub it is a place that we can foresee and to imagine them. But I like to see how they're gonna be in the other parks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm really curious how they're gonna put it out in the other parks. The other piece of news that I have here is a really nice news. It's a surprise to you. Is that because we have a new baby rhino. A baby rhino that was born.
I'm not going to say a thing. I'm not saying a thing. Certainly not in Portuguese.
Yeah, no, don't say that. The baby rhino was born yesterday. Okay, and it is nice that Disney is being pretty successful in their program with rhinos, with zebras, with elephants and giraffes.
Program.
What is the problem?
I'm just,
There was any mispronunciation?
no,
No,
you did beautifully.
No, you
know,
did
it's-
great. You did
Okay.
great.
Kelly is
Just
asking us,
funny.
well, how about Club Cool? Club Cool was we did it last week.
Did you?
Kelly, yes?
You went? You went?
No, we did we showed the pictures.
He got even more
But I thought-
irritated than Ratchet.
No.
I thought you meant when had Beverly without me.
No.
Ugh.
I love it.
I don't drink soft.
nasty.
I don't drink soft drinks, so
It's not really a soft drink. It's more like an aperitif.
It's nasty is what it is.
it is. Yeah. Kelly's saying Beverly is coming. Yes.
Kelly and I are going to drink Beverly together.
Okay. Let's go to the other news. Is kind of tricky news. We have heard that Expedition Everest will be closed. Will be closed for a while, starting January 2nd until mid-April. And the whole thing is that we're just expecting that finally they're gonna fix our friend Disco Yeti.
We can only hope.
We can only hope. Let's see if it's going to happen.
But whatever will we have to complain about?
Yeah, that's the point.
That it actually
I mean,
worked
they
for a
fix-
change.
They fix it. It's over. It's over. No. Yeah,
Out of things.
Yeah.
They're going to put Jason in a Yeti costume and stand him up in there for about 8 hours a day. He's going to growl at people because he's really good at it, apparently.
I am pretty good at it.
Okay.
I mean, if you have it, you gotta flaunt it. That's what I say.
Terry says,
Distracted.
I have to bring that. Jason, you are weird, and that is coming from me. This is Terry. Okay.
But I feel like that's a compliment in some ways.
Are you sure?
It's like Meet the Robinsons, remember?
Let's go
I
to
think
the.
unique's a compliment, not weird.
Let's talk about some nice things now. Let's talk about how Disney loves us.
Like Jason's hair?
and-
Oh, wait. Never mind.
Did you guys saw all the things that came up with the annual pass holder and
Yes.
Since
Yes.
yesterday, and now you saw the bonus.
I didn't see it till today. I
You
went in there.
I don't get it.
I was so excited. I was like, "What are these stars?" Okay, so can I talk about stuff?
Yes, you're
Okay, so listen. Like you go in there, there's and this is the first thing I noticed is that it said I had 5 reservations available. Like park reservations. And at first I was like, well, wait a second, I can't be possible because I know I have some already allocated, right? Those aren't counting towards my 5. So right now it seems like any park reservations that you had in place before this new system, this new system went into basically a new bucket, right? Went into place. That's like a separate bucket. It's a separate a vault that they're coming from. And so this is kind of cool. So because now I actually probably have, like, if you count the ones I already have, like 8 maybe. Because also the reservations associated with your hotel or resort stays are also a different bucket. So you can, when you're making park reservations now, it will ask you, like, which thing are you making them under? Are you making them under your pass holder?
Which it should have
Are you
always
making?
done, 'cause I've gotten
Are you
screwed on
making
that a
them
few
under
times.
your hotel your resort reservation, and that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
It's a lot better than it was.
And I won't tell you. I won't. You know, I'll talk to my cafe friends about this. I won't tell you the worlds colliding, potentially Doctor Strange like possibilities that could exist with the way things are being run now. I won't get into that now. But what's also cool are the stars. I was like, what are these stars? Why are there stars there? Well, guess what? They're bonus days. They're bonus days. These are days that actually don't count towards your pool of available reservations. So they're not for all the parks. So if you go into one, I know we don't have a live shot right now, but if you go into one, like the 14th, for example, that may actually only be for Animal Kingdom, for example.
Yeah.
Right. But I suspect it's them saying, look, we expect lower than usual capacity in this particular park on this day, and so we're going to encourage people to go here, and we'll do that by saying, look, if you go here, then you don't have to use up one of your allocated reservation slots. I have been looking forward to something to be excited about, and about this whole new thing, and this is like for me the first volley of positive news.
No, but there's
minus the rat in France.
but there's another thing that I have to tell you is the fact that you can manage your reservation in a better way. You can change the parts, for instance. In the past, you needed to cancel the first one.
Oh, it's so dangerous too.
Yeah, and now you can manage to change that through the so it got a lot better. What about the calendar?
What about the calendar? You mean what do you mean?
Because I thought that there was something that you would like to comment about the calendars, or
it was the calendar, the stars.
Okay,
It was awesome. Like it's so exciting.
The thing that I have to tell you is that people already asked me, because what they're doing is it's the same thing that they're doing as California. You don't have you have a medium term of calendars to dates to book, because, for instance, you still cannot see what is going to be available for Christmas, for instance. So there's a time frame that you have.
Now I didn't look that far out.
Yeah, there's a time frame. I know. I have a friend.
I kind of like that, because then you're not competing. Do you remember everybody who scrambled to get an October 1st reservation, for example, and then I know, like, there were a couple of people I know who got October 1st reservation they had, and then there was another date that they had at some point, like in September, and so they really only effectively had one park reservation to play with at any given time, which is really a lot of stress, you know.
So I think that they're doing the same thing as Disneyland California, that you have the window of 90 days to do that, and I think fair.
Are they extending that for people with hotel reservations? Do we know?
I really don't know.
We should test that out.
Yeah, we really don't. I don't think so. It doesn't
test that out.
It doesn't make sense.
Why guess when we can know?
Yeah,
a brilliant person once said.
Yeah, we need to ask that. Let's go to. I really don't remember which is. Let me see. Any other comments regarding the pass holders and things like that? No, are we all okay?
I got nothing.
Okay.
Really?
I'll have another one.
On this, yes.
And okay, Collin. Now we need to be ready, because I know that someone will go berserk now.
Oh no! Here we go.
Good berserk or bad berserk?
Is it good for time for a Jason?
No, it ended our meeting yesterday. Okay, I will talk about that. It's tomorrow. It's Frontierland.
You did it.
They're doing some changes that I could not understand completely, but they're doing changes in Frontierland. It seems that they're adding those things in the sidewalk to get you to get some short people to be taller, and that's it. Jason, what do you think about that?
You had to poke the bear.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I just wish.
No. We should wait. Before he goes, we should clarify. They're doing multiple things, so it's not just the platforms that you see in the picture. They are refurbing a lot of the brickwork in front of some.
How
of
would
the
we know?
locations
How
and
do we?
some of the wood
This
areas.
is my point. Is please be. Can you just be a little more transparent about what the plans are and what's going on? Because give me something to be excited about, so that I don't get irritated by the process. Like if you're going to do, for example, if your plan is to do like some really amazing, ginormous fountains in the middle of World Showcase Lagoon, like tell us about that before you erect these pieces
Why,
of
so
black
you can worry about it
steel.
longer?
Like if you're going to do something if you're doing something in Frontierland, that would make some sense. Can you put that picture back up? That would make some sense.
Here we go.
I mean, this. No offense to anyone, but like this looks like something like a high school group got together and built like over a weekend.
I built this in my garage last week.
Like I don't like it's a BMX ramp or something.
Allow
We used to build structures like that, and I don't understand.
Allow me to make a comment. You bring a comment, Megan.
Sure, it's gonna look great.
Megan, Jason is not even aware that they cut down trees for that.
Yes, I am aware. You told me this. I was trying. It's like France all over again.
But let me tell you one thing.
I gotta pull tomorrow's nostalgia day for the lunch break, and I gotta pull Frontierland video to show. I don't have enough time to show all the things I'm gonna miss.
I tell you, there's some Frontierlands that Disney has.
Tierland. That's what they're gonna call it from now on. Tierland.
In other places, they are a lot better.
Trail of Tears Land.
Than the one that we have here. So I think that if they're moving towards that direction, I think you're not going to be sad, buddy.
Or they're going to build a moat around Thunder Mountain?
No, it's not around Thunder Mountain, but it's not a moat.
You have to paddle across.
It's not.
You're getting a little boat.
You know one thing.
One oar and
one of the things I'm really looking forward to eventually being able to do in Disneyland Paris is riding Big Thunder Mountain there because it's on an island.
Yeah, but don't you
amazing.
load
You
like underneath
underwater.
or something?
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Awesome.
And
so cool.
But
they did that. We built this platform, you see, as the first step in putting Thunder Mountain on an island. I'm all for it.
But buddies,
all for it.
And it's
seems counterproductive.
Their Frontierland is amazing. It's amazing.
Well, it makes sense because the French were very pivotal
on the frontier.
If it was an Italian park, it could make sense because the whole western thing with Italy, but not a French park. But they're great. It's amazing. I love their Frontierland.
I just want to like the platforms they need to.
And you have the Haunted Mansion there. You have the mountain.
Oh, you're still
there.
talking about Disneyland Paris. Yeah, that's good.
Buddies, okay, we need to go there, and we need to go. The three of us.
Where are my happy pills? Where are they?
And I have a last thing. It's just to clear up all the sadness and all the bitter anger that it came.
I'm not
in.
angry. I just want to know what the end product's going to be. Like if you're starting to do stuff like remove trees, for example, from
like when they
my
used to have
childhood,
the concept art,
like the
put
place.
Up a board.
Jason,
just tell us what you're doing. That's all I'm asking. I just want to be excited about it when you're making me cry. I want to cry for joy.
You're gonna cry for joy when you see the result. Don't worry about that, buddy.
We just met.
No anxiety. Breathe.
I'm gonna draw him a picture with Crayola crowns.
Yeah.
Just so he can have a representation of what it's gonna look like.
I will bring something soft for you now. You Are the Magic is the name of the song for Disney Enchantment, and I would like to share with you guys the video of the recording of the song. It is beautiful. Look.
Take a magical carpet ride, travel to Neverland. Just believe that you can.
It feels absolutely amazing to be a part of this celebration.
Disney Enchantment is our brand new fireworks show at the Magic Kingdom that opens with the celebration of Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary. Our title song, You Are the Magic, is written by Philip Lawrence. Philip actually started his career at Walt Disney World and now is coming back to share his emotional attachment that he has with Walt Disney World in the song You Are the Magic.
'Cause it's there inside.
I left Disney World almost 20 years ago now to go off and pursue music, and I became a songwriter, and people know one or two of my songs. Getting the call to write the song for this 50th anniversary is just, it's been humbling, it's been emotional, because Disney has meant so much to me over the years.
Collaborating with Philip, the dream come true. I mean, the guy has been involved in some of the greatest records of the past 15 years. To work with him and then work with a new artist like Kayla on this project has been absolutely incredible.
If you believe today, it's possible tomorrow.
Disney has been a huge part of my life for a very long time. Being able to grow up in Florida and go as a kid, and now to be a part of something that will go on to live forever in the Disney legacy. And so I think that's absolutely amazing.
We're here in Iceland to record this fantastic orchestra. It's always a thrill when you get to hear a 70-piece orchestra play your arrangements.
Playing the music for the first time, I mean, it really brings that Disney feel, that Disney magic. It's almost like you're standing in the Magic Kingdom and you're watching the fireworks.
You know, we wrote this song entitled You Are the Magic, and it really spoke to me because as magical as Disney is, without the people, it's just a place.
The guests, as well as our cast members, the human touch is what makes us such a special place.
And I think together with what you experience there is really where that magic lives.
You have it in you. You are the magic.
You are the magic.
Yeah.
So
strongly
I think
mixed
it sounds great. Two things.
Maybe I don't want to be the magic.
Number one. They went to Iceland. Like, I don't know. Like, you think of Iceland. Iceland's very like a lot of happy people in Iceland. It's not just a cool place. It's a cool place, but
They skipped right over Greenland.
They went to Iceland. That's number one. Number two, did you notice? So when they were singing, they have like the sheet music that's on the stand, like the normal thing, but they were looking at their phones.
Yeah.
Singing everything. Like they're basically doing Jason karaoke, right? Which I'm like, could we maybe we couldn't afford like maybe like a little stand with an iPad or something for them, like maybe
they prefer their phone.
Look, we need you to come to Iceland to. Well, I have good news. We've selected you to sing this new song for our nighttime spectacular. We're gonna need you to come to Iceland. You heard me correctly, and also make sure your phone's charged because that's what you're going to be using to read the. I don't understand.
But I need.
Was weird. That was weird, right?
No, it's not weird because I'll tell you one thing.
Weird.
It's a lot of people that are doing recordings, not only music but also movie productions in Iceland. I don't know if there's something with production costs or with unions. I don't know. There's something that is
Eurovision.
Or yes, yeah. Who watch? And then let's ask our audience who watch Eurovision, and so you will get everything. Probably that's what. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Eurovision effect. That's what's happened. I don't know how was the name of the band. It's something.
I mean,
Saga.
It sounds a little like Happily Ever After to me, but but I like Happily. I like the song, so I think it'll be good. I'm excited about it.
Good. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. I'll never think of Iceland the same way.
But you know one thing.
Better or worse?
Buddies, you know what I do have in my right hand? It is tonight's copy of the top 10 list. Very, very, very special. I'd like to ask you one thing. today when we start doing the top 10 list, I would like to do number 10. Then after that will be Jason, Collin, okay?
I feel like we're being set up, Collin.
No. I just want to do number 10.
What else
please.
is new?
Number 10. Number 10. I have appreciation for number 10. But tonight's no, yeah.
What's our topic?
The topic tonight's topic of our top 10 list is. Oh my, sorry. Here, I was pressing our screen.
It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing.
Top 10 things I would love to say to Bob. And
Bob's
Bob,
a shark for the record.
Bob could be different things.
Do you remember the
Including the
shark
builder?
from Saturday Night Live?
Could be different things, but you know which is the Bob we're talking about. So, top 10 things we would love to say to Bob.
He's a shark.
I would do number 10, okay? Number 10, Lex Luthor.
He's so proud of himself for this.
Now it's with you, Jason. Number 9.
Can I direct my fee increase to take care of the Yeti? What's that song?
Disco.
We're the contemporary all of a sudden?
Collin, number 8.
Do you know you wear the same cologne as Darth Vader?
New sound effect.
Yeah.
New sound effect. Yeah.
You like it? You like it?
I do. I was afraid it was just you going.
No.
That's just Carlos after a run.
Not even running anymore. Buddies. Number 7 with Jason.
I just need you to stand over here on this trap door.
That's a creepy picture.
That's great. It's really creepy.
Collin, number 6.
And I thought Jason was mean.
What the? What is?
Jason, number 5.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. If you have to leave, we'll be totally fine. Maybe you can go to Iceland.
Number 4.
How about you try a real mission to Mars?
Number 3, Jason.
Are you going to charge for access to the baby care centers? Collin.
Collin, number 2.
Can we get a lightning pass to speed your tenure along?
And the number 1. The top things I would love to say to Bob is...
The builder.
Jason?
What would Walt do? Music's a little soft tonight.
Yes.
Awfully hard on that guy with the little yellow hard hat.
Yeah.
And just
the builder.
we love Bob the Builder.
I love Bob the Builder. Can we fix it?
Yeah, Bob the Builder.
Apparently not.
Yes, it was.
We gotta get. I feel like this is really like. They gotta like. Get some positive energy here.
Yeah. So that is why now is the time to bring the sponsor of this segment, and which was Mr. Jason Canapp.
Oh, why did they? Okay. This week's top 10 brought to you by Kryptonite. Kryptonite, get your kryptonite. Well, thank you, Carlos. So, I am proud to sponsor the top 10. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Here with the Magic, folks, for you guys who aren't familiar, is all about, it may not seem like it right here, but it's all about celebrating those quiet moments of joy and apparently irony in Disney spaces and places, including the Morning Minutes that you can catch on Instagram every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern over at Instagram.com/HereWithTheMagic. Also on YouTube.com/HereWithTheMagic. And on YouTube, while you're on YouTube, you may want to check out one of the many 200 plus videos that are available. Some are in virtual reality mode for those of you who have those devices or one of these little nifty viewer things. And we also do this thing called the lunch break. Every Wednesday and Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern. We're changing up Mondays a little bit because right now I've been doing Mondays in the evening. But tomorrow, Friday, we are going to be doing a traditional lunch break, 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to focus on taking a nostalgic look back at some of the places and spaces and maybe a show that we love and miss. So there you have it. 12 p.m. Eastern here with themagiclive.com.
Well, good.
.com.
Buddies, and I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do next.
You have a button, push a button. You got buttons. Push the button, all the buttons.
Collin, so let me ask you one thing. Now is the time.
Now is the best time.
You see that picture of us in having lunch? Oh, we're so happy that we couldn't even imagine what was supposed to. The road
was 5 days.
Yeah, in 5 days the world just did like this. Oh, buddies. Okay, so Collin, can you explain to us what is Crop Factor?
I can try. So Crop Factor is a game we play here where it's pretty simple. We take a photo from the parks, we crop it in really tightly, and we have you guess or at least try to narrow down your answers with questions until you can figure out what it is. Whoever gets it right and places the location in the park first will win our game. We'll do 3 or 4 rounds of it tonight, and let's start it off, Carlos.
It's going to be 3. Okay, 3.
Is it 3? I couldn't remember what I sent.
Yeah, you sent 3. Oh, don't scare me. Let's go to the first image. First crop. Ooh.
Literally.
Yes, what is that? And that is a usual delay.
Smudge.
Yeah.
That's the thing. What you don't know is that the answer he's looking for is actually whatever the purple bit there is on the right hand side of the screen. He does this thing where you think it was the architectural element, but no, he just wants the purple bit on that right side of your screen.
Smudge. It's cotton candy. Somebody stuck it on my lens.
Lisa is saying
Jason.
Lisa is saying boardwalk by this the scary chairs. Daryl Collins is saying Main Street. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't think about boardwalk. Thinking that that's the fireplace. Oh, is that a mantle?
I need a fairly specific answer on this. That's fair, isn't it?
Sarah is saying Crystal Palace. Valerie is saying Main Street near Baby Care Center.
Oh,
I need a little more specific.
So we're in the right park. Sounds like Main Street.
You are in the right park. Oh, it is in Magic Kingdom.
Okay. Liberty
I don't
Tree
think anybody said anything except Magic Kingdom, so...
Johnny Town Square entrance.
Is a good answer.
Tony's.
No,
Tony's. Not Tony's.
Can we get the next one?
Yeah, let's go to the second.
Can't ease it out. This will probably give it away.
Probably.
I think it will.
No, and not.
Maybe not.
Because I cannot remember.
I've not seen a correct answer yet.
Kelly says John Howe Main Street.
Gotta be because it has the 71 on it, right? Like it's got.
You know one thing,
no, it's not the fire station.
You know one thing, Colin, pay attention because I think that we already have actually.
We have, yeah, they're coming through now.
We
do have a correct answer.
No.
Was it Lisa first?
No, Lisa was first, but we have many correct answers now already.
We do have many correct answers all of a sudden.
Yeah,
so it is the Main Street train station, and it's the main front entrance.
Now they removed all those things that were in the front. I think it's already, you can see
they have. So this was like next to. Well, they changed them seasonally, so they're probably coming back at some point. What did he just? I have no idea what he just. You don't hear through the microphone. You hear through the ear.
Tell me.
How creepy would it be if Jason just whispered in his ear like he was in the room?
Okay, let's go.
Just move on.
Let's go to the second one. Okay. To the second one. First crop.
Ooh, actually, I think this one's gonna be easy.
That one is going to be easy because the third one is a nightmare. Really it's a nightmare. The third one you were crew.
I was mean on the last one, but I got to make it harder as we go. Got to give people
rusting.
A chance.
Whatever it is, it needs some Rust-Oleum.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's gonna fall.
It's Florida. Everything rusts.
Ain't that the truth? Well, this was exciting. I don't know. This is
Oh, we do have a good answer.
We do have yes, right away.
I was gonna say that was an orange bird.
I'll bring the second one.
Yeah,
that one gives it away.
That little flower thing. Well, yeah, this changed because the flower bit isn't as prominent now.
Yeah,
I feel in the first one
they have redone the song.
So we do have Mike O'Reilly was the first one to bring, and then Caleb, Orange Bird Sign, Sunshine Terrace is what Lisa's saying. Mark Jonas Aloha Refreshment, Sunshine Tree, yes. Orange Bird Ice Cream, yeah. So let me bring
close enough.
Yeah, everyone is close enough.
Orange Bird,
Sunshine Tree. Yep. Yep.
On to the third one. Carlos thinks I was mean here, so
this one, buddy, you were cruel.
Oh, if you're saying that, I have no chance of getting it.
So let's go
probably everybody else.
I guarantee somebody will get this.
So let's go to the first.
I hope I can remember what it is.
I hope so because
it's just days ago.
Well, let's go to the third image, first crop.
Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, this is hard. I think somebody will get it though.
Choose Ray.
Yeah, look.
It wasn't far off, actually.
For work.
This is
for work or play. Choose Trey.
Let's see. Is Terry around? If Terry is around, I think Terry will get it. Now I'm challenging.
Or play. Choose Ben Gay.
He's on the right track's the sad part.
Oh. For work or no, that's wrong. Wrong show, Mark. For work or play.
Think about placing. Think about placing.
Look who's here. Our buddy Eric is here. All the way from Brazil. He's in my office. It's his office.
For work or play, choose. I need other words that rhyme with play.
Okay, come on.
Sarah saying Boardwalk. Lisa Monsters laughing for.
Choose this way for work or play. Choose this way.
No.
Choose the good.
You were closer before.
It's loose.
I don't know who that is.
Toy Story Mania. Terry saying Monster Inc. left floor. No.
Oh.
I've not seen a close answer yet. Carlos, have you?
No, not even this. Not even this in the park.
Kelly says choose wine. My mother said choose Disney all day. Choose Tanqueray. I thought that would be Carl. I would expect Claire to say that, not Carlene.
Well, there were two they are in the same park. Eric and Martin is in the. You are in the right park. Let me get the second crop.
Wrong location.
Look.
Oh,
this.
Chevrolet. For work or play, choose.
I don't know if
Chevrolet.
this
I
is
know what
helpful.
this is then. I know what this is then. I think. Oh,
You
maybe
think?
I don't. Oh yeah. I know exactly where this is.
Does he?
Can
though?
I say it? Yeah. It's well. I'll tell you where. Can I tell you the park?
Let's see if somebody gets it. Yeah, you can tell the park. They know that much at this
It's
point.
Hollywood Studios. It's Hollywood Studios.
It is Hollywood Studios.
And I know exactly.
And nobody in the comments has gotten this right.
Can I say it?
Not completely right.
I think that someone already got it right.
No,
Sort of.
I didn't see it. No, where the no.
I
I'm putting my answer in.
We
I'm
can
putting my
count
answer in.
that, Carlos.
Wait,
Sorry?
hold on, I'm putting it.
Look,
I think we could count that. It has a name, but
yeah, look, I'm putting here. Lisa, get in mind and say Hollywood.
no, it's not that one.
It's this one.
There's a more specific answer.
So give me the answer, but
I just
No, you're
Michael
wrong, Jason.
Riley say entrance
It's not a
and
stroller plate.
Nope.
Yes.
yes,
Yes, it
This
is.
is on top of a building.
On the top
I
of
wanna
the
know what
stroller
the
plate.
building-
yes,
Well, yeah, so that's fair. I didn't hear the stroller thing.
yes, he's right. He's
Yeah.
right.
So this is
And that is an
Oscars.
Imagineer. That picture, the guy in that photo is an Imagineer, and he's like the uncle of somebody who's in our community, and I can't remember the name of the person.
Oh, really?
I
Helpful
kid you
for your
not.
story.
I kid you not.
Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So the guy here is an uncle of someone in our community.
Yes, in our community, and I
Oh,
can't
look.
remember who it is.
Great.
Yes, I know. They put it up
Above
there
the
when he
stroller place
retired.
does not count as an answer.
That does count as it. How does that not count as an answer?
Somebody said gas station. I would have taken that first.
That's the stroller place.
It
So-
has a name.
So
The stroller place.
It's called
Buddies.
Oscars.
So that was Crop Factor, and Crop Factor was
Why
brought
did
to us
Carlos's head get so big?
because
Well,
actually
I mean,
I
it's
moved.
a long story, really.
I moved close to the camera. I think now I got shy. One thing.
You sit back by the bookshelf in a second. Holding his microphone.
And I don't like to have a big head. No. Yes. Guys, one thing.
That's what we have Jason for.
This segment, Crop Factor, was brought to you by Collin Kendall and
Uh-oh.
The Raisinets.
no.
I wish. I should show up with a little box one of these days. No, so the simplest thing and easiest way to find me on anything social is Guide4WW. You can find it online at guide4ww.com, where you can check out articles. A lot of those I'm sharing to Instagram as well at the moment, going back through some of my favorites and resharing those out so that people can enjoy them again, especially since some of it's evergreen content. It's always kind of relevant. So check out some stuff there if you feel the need or feel the want to, or you're traveling to the park soon. Other than that, be sure to check out the book that we talked about last week with Tim Foster of Celebrations Magazine at Celebrations Press. The pre-order has gone out. I don't actually know when the actual ship date is, but if you want to learn more about that, head on over to celebrationspress.com.
Good.
.com.
And you know what to talk about this?
Yeah, the shop's always open. Check it out, guide4ww.com/shop, where you can pick up prints of things around the parks. And if you have any special requests, feel free to reach out anytime.
Good. Let me change here.
Especially
Good.
3 in the morning.
Well, that's usually I'm awake, so.
Oh, we know.
Yes. Buddies, now is the time.
Now is the best time.
Bluer than blue. Yeah. Buddies.
That was really random for people who didn't hear the conversation behind the scenes.
The top. Yeah, Blue Moon. Blue Moon is. But that's how I'm kind of blue for you again. But I have to explain why. Because those two are really blue. Look, Collin is really blue.
Why am I?
And
not
look,
that blue.
yeah, and Jason is blue too.
I'm in 3D.
Yeah. Buddies, the topic for today's top 3 is very special because it will bring our creative side, our entrepreneurial side, our planning side, because we're going to talk about ideas that we would like to have, the top 3 ideas to replace the NBA experience in Disney Springs. So I like when we go to that venue of creativity, because then we can see how creative we are. Well, and we went to different things. And that's also something that is always fun. I was a little bit more to the things that we already have in the world.
Why don't you describe it to us?
No, I'll say it later. And you guys went to concepts, and that was also amazing too. So it was great. Who's going to start?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
So it's going to start with Jason.
Okay. So my number 3, and I think for me, it was hard to put these in order because and when Carlos shared the topic, I think it was on Sunday we were talking about this. It's just like they just came to mind instantly, and so it's hard to kind of figure out the right order. But I actually started with something. It's not terribly original because it's something that was already there, not in that space, but in a different space, and it's no longer there. I'm talking about the Void, which is incredible. I've done it twice in Disney, in Downtown Disney and Disneyland in Anaheim. But it is such an incredible experience. It is the most immersive virtual reality experience I've ever had, and I'll tell you why. You are untethered. There's nothing. It's not like you're like walking around with like wire connected to something. You wear everything on you, but you are walking you're not like standing still or in a chair or even in a room. You move about the space. You're in the midst of a story. You walk from room to room. There are buttons and physical things, like you see the button on the there. At one point, you pick up a gun.
Yeah.
You like see the virtual reality gun, and you're okay. Pick up the gun, and you're like, "There's not." Then you go reach and you grab it, and you're holding a real gun. You're like, "How is this possible?"
Yeah.
And then there's times where I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's periods where you feel heat, like you're near like lava.
That's when the building's on fire.
You feel hot, and you genuinely get like a little anxious about certain things, and you move about the place, and they accomplish this in Downtown Disney and in Disney Springs too, in such a small space. I can only imagine like what they could do in a space as large as the NBA experience, and how they could have like lots of different stories in play, and of course all built around Disney IP, and changing it out based on like the newest thing that's coming. So that's with the exception of Black Widow.
Sarah, it was really close to the toy store in Disney.
It was the other half of the old toy store. I believe.
Yeah, in the toy store in Disney Springs.
So much fun.
I had an experience, a really nice experience in the Void with the Star Wars theme, and what was funny was like something like 4 years ago, and by that time Pedro, my son, was not Pedro, the one that is already taller than me.
You replaced him?
But it was the little Pedro. With the little Pedro. So you go to a place that you have to get the harness and the whole thing and then when you get the helmet and the vision,
you barely walk,
and because you become a stormtrooper or something.
You're disguised as a stormtrooper.
And then I looked to the side and saw a little stormtrooper.
Yes, they're like those ties. They're like
it was Pedro, a little stormtrooper. And the little stormtrooper was like this. It was amazing.
So much fun.
It was great. Fun. Yeah, it is perfect. It is, and it's a really nice idea, buddy. Because if you bring it back bigger and bigger than ever, but the whole thing, I think that we don't have the details, but I think that the part 2 of the Void was something bad. There's some bad blood there because
I don't know, because it was part of this Disney. It still is part of the Disney Incubator.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was some kind of contractual agreement with the group that does one in New York and California, I believe, too.
In Vegas.
Yeah,
also.
Is it Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fantastic experience. I hope it comes back or something like it. And that would be, of all the things, if you said like, what are some of the things you'd like to see go back in that space, that would be one of them.
And Mark, I think was Mark asking us how big was NBA Experience. It was huge. It's a huge space.
The entire old Disney building, which was
that's the whole point.
5 stories.
That's the whole point about that space, because that space is huge. If you're gonna put something there, it needs to be something big. Okay, Collin, are you next or me? You go next.
I can go. I can go.
Yes.
I gotta see where you started with, because you tend to put
now you
lists
put
in a different order than what I have.
No. You know why? Because now you're putting the numbers. It's making the things easy for me. So this is the one for you.
Okay, so for this is one that I kind of added because I thought about it again. I wanted it to originally be like a toy show that was existing all year round, like you can go and experience. But for me, it got me thinking, because I'm one of those people that if I'm in like a town that I've not been in before, I want to like visit their toy store. I'm weird like that. But like, imagine like the old school toy stores, the ones that were always over the top, things you could play with, things you could actually get your hands on, like toy cars to racetracks to just unique hands-on items that you didn't necessarily find in like a big box Toys R Us or something like that, where everything's boxed up. And for me, I've always been fascinated by vintage toy stories, and I thought, I'm like, if I could bring anything and have you can harness all of Imagineering, you could come up with basically the Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium and have it this massive toy store at Disney Springs. And I think one, it would be a neat revenue generator because people want to buy stuff when they try it out, but it could also be an incredible experience because you
call
have
it FAO,
so much
FAO
space.
puddles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bring me in. I'll
FAO.
take pictures of it all for them, pre in advance. I'll even help them find the vendors if they really need me. but I really think it would be fun. It would be a really enjoyable thing, especially around the holidays. Because
I like
FAO Schwartz is no more in New York. The toy store.
Oh, really?
The Toys R Us in New York is gone. I mean, there's so many things that have been lost over the years.
Oh, the Toys R Us is gone too?
To my understanding, I think it's gone. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's sad.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty positive it went out of business when Toys R Us kind of closed up.
Oh.
So let me go. What I did was a little bit different. That my list is businesses that you already find in other places, but I think it will make sense to have them close to Disney on Disney Springs. So I'm not going to be in any kind of conceptual, and it is actually actual business that you know. But one thing I have to bring it to you guys is that part of the Disney Springs, that the far end there is requiring something that brings a lot of people, because
Starbucks.
No, Starbucks already in the middle there, but you need circulation. You need
hot dog cart.
Yeah, need circulation. So let me bring in my number 3. And Collin was laughing about this one, but try to picture this.
That narrows it down.
I'm talking about B&H Photo and Video Pro Audio. If you don't know what it is,
funny.
If you don't know what it is, this
was so random to me.
Such a great logo, too. They put so much effort into that logo.
It is a store that you only find in one place in New York, and it started in 1973. It is the dream come true for gadgets, photo, video, phone, audio, and they have this system of they circulate all the merchandise.
Yeah, it's their worldwide distribution center too.
Yes,
kind of neat.
And it is not only it's a very special place that you find everything, but the team that works there, they are the best in the business. So whenever you go there and you ask for even for a point and shoot camera to a professional camera, you're gonna have someone that knows everything about that camera and is gonna talk about you. So the support that you have in that store, it is amazing. So, and that's the concept that I'm trying to bring, is that it's to bring a flagship store, something that is big, to get circulation layer. So I'm trying to go as business and the strategic and a realtor on that sense for that place.
I was surprised you didn't say jazzercise.
That's his other hobby. Don't give him away.
No.
That and
But-
water
roller,
aerobics.
roller derby.
But what do you don't you think, Colin, that a B&H in Disney
It would
Spring?
be interesting.
And
It would
yeah.
be interesting to see the people that like responded to it, because I know people like us would absolutely love it. And there's a lot of photo and camera and just honestly,
people,
just
like-
tech geeks in general.
Yeah.
People love that kind of stuff.
It'd be cool as if they had like a rental program too, so you could try out
They
things or
already
something. In Florida?
No, they'll send it to you unless you can send it back.
No, but I mean, like that's the thing. You could actually go there and like, and so it's a
It
great
would be
place to do
neat,
it because
yeah.
you're on your vacation. You don't have to transport.
That's
anything.
true. That gets expensive when you have to rent it for like 8 days.
And then, so if you just want that lens, you want that like telephoto lens for when you're going to Animal Kingdom for the safari, and maybe some, and then
That would
and that's
cost
all
you
want it
$20,000 to buy.
for. Right, but for a day, for a day,
Exactly.
it would cost
yeah,
not-
a few $100.
Jason, so let's go to your number 2, please.
My number 2 is it's I don't know how realistic it is, but I was thinking, so one of the things that's happening in a lot of places right now, I think actually Sarah Collins, who's with us tonight, went to one of these in I think in Atlanta. It's in like these interactive museum spaces, and so I think it can be oriented towards children or adults. It could be rotating through because the nature of the projection systems and such, I think, allow it to be, things to be swapped in and out. But I was thinking, like, it's similar to the Void, right? You could have this rotational thing. You could have the themes changing. You could have it very centered on not just Disney IP, but also on other classical artists or artists tangentially related to Disney, like Salvador Dali and so forth. And you could have like really cool interactive elements in this Disney space, which I think speaks to a lot of kind of what the Disney Quest, the old Disney Quest was sort of built around too, entertaining not just children but the entire family, educating while also entertaining, and so forth. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and there's not really anything like that around here.
And there are a lot of pretty famous shows, art shows, and pop art shows, and special how you call that? Well, but they run around the world, and there's no space like that for them in Disney. So
Right.
I love that idea too, because you can bring that kind of the ones that are really popped, the candy or the. There was one here in Miami. It was the ice cream museum, something like that, or the bubble gum museum, something like that.
Imagine if the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame put together a interactive experience that could be brought there using the projection systems and so forth, and you'd have the music going in the different rooms, and you could go
and that drive a lot.
They could have a scene where it's like, this is what it's like to be on stage.
That drive a lot of
You're deaf when you walk out of there.
and that drive a lot of travelers. I'll give you my example. I already had a trip to Chicago to see the Rolling Stone experience there, or even to New York. There was in Brooklyn Museum there was the David Bowie exposition. So things like that drive some traffic, some people there, and that's what I said for that. Part of the of Disney Spring is so important now to have circulation, because Cirque du Soleil is only twice a day and is by the end of the afternoon and during the night, and then most of the day is quiet there. So you need something there.
Yeah.
There I would say my two favorite things at Disney Quest was Pirates of the Caribbean interactive ride and the virtual ride picking astronauts in Mars. I went many times to Disney Quest.
I really enjoyed Disney Quest.
I enjoy a lot. Our buddy,
especially when it was free.
Our buddy T. Orlando is here also. Hi Orlando. Hello, buddy.
Hello.
I think we should turn into the. No, that's Mike O'Reilly. I think we should turn into the Bob Shape How of exorbitant fees. Oh yeah, it could be.
It's free to get in, but it's very expensive to get out.
Yes. Colin, you're number 2. Let me get it here. Number 2.
Yeah, so my number 2 is kind of my most creative. I like to think it is, at least, and it would be like an interactive exhibit of the Disney archives. And I like to say this because it's something that so many of us never will get to see because it's not really open to the public for the most part. But imagine what you could do with the space that size to not only house things that Disney has created over the years that so many of us know and love, but also to be able to allow guests to go in and actually see some of these things that, for the most part, let's be honest, they sit in storage more than they see daylight. And there's reasons for that, but put it on a rotation so we can actually see some of this stuff because we all know and love it, and an opportunity to go to the Walt Disney Archives is one of those things that we all kind of strive for. Imagine what you could do with that space, the things you could put in there, and just a walk-through museum of sorts. Charge people to get in. I'm sure we'd pay for it. It's a unique opportunity. I know many of us would pay to walk through the one in California, or at least the things that they're willing to show us. But imagine something that continuously changes. So your latest and greatest favorite movie just came out, and they have memorabilia from the actual movie itself. Things that you can see, touch, feel, even if it's behind glass, you actually get to see it in person. Like, that's what it says for
merchandise.
But I think it would be an awesome opportunity, though, because you can bring back so many of the classics. You can not only advertise that way so people get reinterested in some of the older stuff, but just the opportunities are kind of endless. It would always be fresh.
And we can combine your idea with Jason's idea. So it's in that same space you can rotate the Disney interactive experiences with the other ones. They could be neat. They need to,
kind of like the Walt Disney Family Museum does. They always have rotating things.
Yep.
Imagine if you had an extension of the Walt Disney Family Museum too
on the East Coast.
So it's like One Man's Dream, but like plussed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, goes to a size that's appropriate for the subject matter.
But I will bring my second one, and I'm ready to some criticisms because.
Oh, don't say that.
That's all right. It's coming from me too.
Jason said when I showed that, Jason said people will hate you for the number 2.
I did. I think.
Yeah, but I have to explain that, and I'm going to something that is really close, very, very, very close to Disney, and I'm talking about a flagship Apple store, but not. Don't think about those Apple stores that you see in the malls, the regular one. And I'm bringing one here. I do have a flagship Apple store close to my home here. And it's always a neat experience. And you always, again, I'm thinking about circulation. It's always packed with people there. It's always packed with people. And you have like in this one we have this little auditorium that you can have. You have many different workshops to better understand apps and the phones and things like that. But
they do some of their like event streaming at these places too, correct?
Yes, but
I've been to the one in Chicago that was that way.
I love this idea, and frankly, we need an Apple store that's closer.
Yes, that's the point.
But what I was saying was that like half of the audience was gonna say because
people don't really like Apple invading their spaces. But it could be a neat opportunity for sure.
Bananas, on the other hand.
But nobody knows.
It was bad.
And try to think, and that I'm thinking in that space, which is a huge space, is a space for a flagship store of something. Apple could be great.
Could be Microsoft. Microsoft used to have this amazing. This was 20 years ago, but Microsoft used to have this amazing store in San Francisco. At the what was that called?
There used to be one in Cincinnati too. It was much smaller.
But the Microsoft store at the Microsoft campus in Washington is amazing. Incredible.
Lisa says, "Where is the closest Apple store?" I think the closest one is Millennium Mall.
Yeah,
the Mall of Millennia. I think
it's also still 25 minutes away, isn't it?
It's a pain to get to.
It's a ways, yeah.
You'd rather just get it. You're like, can't I just order a new phone?
Just get it on the internet.
Well, let's go. I'm receiving some love, and I would not say some hate, but some.
Well, you probably deserve it.
Yeah. But that's my contribution.
I told you it'd be a split. You have mixed reaction. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. It's just going to be a mixed reaction. That's all.
Guys.
Oh, it would make money for sure. Hand over fist.
and it's a relative of Disney, and that's what I don't understand. What I don't understand is that why being such a close companies, why you don't have something like that in Disney Springs? It's strange.
Because Steve Jobs died and Bob Iger's no longer CEO. So I mean that's pretty much it. What else do you need?
But it was before that. Before that, it was before that. Disney Springs is before. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Honorable mention for a Pixar store.
Ooh, I could go for that. I'd pick a big Pixar store though.
That'd be great. Though. Imagine, and heck, you could have like a little theater in it and everything. Oh, it's so great.
Pixar store.
Yeah, a Pixar.
Yeah, like the one that's in Emeryville.
Yes, but you can't get to it because you can't get to it because
nobody gets to go.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Jason.
Anyway,
let's go to your number one.
My number one is this is probably going to fall flat, but I was
trying. Mine's probably going to do the same.
It's not. I mean, it's not like obviously entertaining, but I was thinking, you know, what one of the things that I think we all agree that we like so much about one of the places we like so much in Disney Springs is the co-op, but it's not really a co-op. You know, it's not really a co-op. But what would be cool is if you had an actual like indoor market. That would be both like a market, imagine like a farmer's market style thing, but not for vegetables and stuff, but for items, like a constant. I don't want to say a flea market, but you know they have street fairs and things like that in towns on main streets, and like imagine that kind of environment. So things are coming and going, people are trying different things, or there's a lot of mixing together of people and communities, and so sort of as a tangential thing, like an incubator site for local businesses. And where Disney could provide space for people to like work sharing spaces, as well as for startup companies who are looking to do some things maybe that they're featuring in the marketplace. That was my thinking, because there's nothing like that exists in this particular metropolitan area, and I think it would be
ironic thing is we have one of those here.
Yeah, I mean it's common in other cities.
It's really ironic.
Yeah, it's common in other cities, and I don't know why it doesn't really exist. It doesn't exist on a large scale. There are some small places like what's the market, East Market, where
that's different though.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like, and I think also having like a community development corporation feel to it. So there's like an incubation of sorts. So it's people are looking to try to like ply their trade, and look, and when they grow up, they could pop out and become like a tenant in one of the retail spaces in Disney Springs or somewhere else, or maybe even plug into Disney Park somewhere. Like it could, or Celebration, or something like that. It could be really.
I love the idea too.
Anyway, that's it. It's not an Apple store. I know it's not an Apple store, but
no. But I think no.
That's sexy like an Apple store.
No, it's not. But
it's about that whole white minimalism that Jason loves so much.
Yeah, like Sarah said, like Quant City Market in Atlanta. Yeah, like exactly. Yeah, and like Mark gets it. He said pop-up stores for local businesses. Exactly.
Kinda.
Exactly. Yeah.
What is that? Megan said update, $14.07.
It's that other thing happening at the moment.
Yes. Collin, let's go to your number one.
Yeah, my number one's kind of absurd, but I was thinking along the same line. If you want to keep something that's kind of athletics oriented or game oriented, to me it seems like so much better of a fit in Orlando to have a PGA Tour experience instead of an NBA experience. And the PGA Superstore exists. People love it. It's a lot of fun. But you're also kind of in the headquarters of the golf world. Florida, there's no other place like Florida when it comes to golf. You can play year-round. You can experience different things, but it'd be a good way to get people into the game as well. People that would try it for the first time. I don't know. Who knows?
Weird.
I don't know. I didn't come up with this picture. Carlos did. But I think it would be a good opportunity because it's something that, I mean, you have the uptick of like Top Golf and various interactive experiences that people have kind of made golf different than it used to be. And it made it more of a fun environment, made it kind of like a Dave & Buster's type thing. I could imagine Disney doing something similar that would be very successful, almost like a Splitsville that you have right up the block. But make it something indoors so you can do it all year round when everything else is raining outside in Florida in the middle of the summer. Go inside, play there, have some fun with your friends. I'm going to get heat for this one in the comments, but some people will like it.
Megan loved Golf Simulator.
You've got a little heat and some love.
Then Terry said, Collin Kendall, nope.
Nope. Terry, I don't care.
Mark loved the idea too.
Hit and miss.
Darren said, I played golf today. Yeah. Oh, Patricia will love that. Indoor Formula One. Yeah. Formula One experience would be amazing. Yeah.
We're just combining like different
Formula One experience.
Like you don't have to make it just bad.
Mike, how do we not think about this?
Building.
Carlos, how do we not think about this?
And Mike O'Reilly just say
in the old Disney Quest.
if you think NBA tanked fast,
I actually think it would do better in Florida. I really do.
That's the point. That's the point with the whole thing with the sports. You're not gonna please everybody on that, so it is difficult. I think that's the
thing. Yeah, you almost need it to be a cumulative environment of many different sports if you're going to do something like that, so everybody can find something they like.
You know, like the FIFA soccer experience will be a lot of people going. Yeah, but it's I don't know.
Oh, Sarah's asking what is Formula One, and Carlos is going to have to direct some resources in her direction.
Formula One, Sarah, is the top category in racing in the world. It is
cars. We should
car racing.
Yeah.
It is. They're very special cars with very special constructors, like
very expensive price point.
Mercedes, Ferrari. You have.
That sounds cooler.
But they're not like. Yeah, but they're the race car versions. They're not like they're. So
yeah, they're not like street cars.
Yes, they're not street cars.
No.
And what they do is the races travel the world. So it's not that they only have in one country.
It's like Wacky Races. It's like if you liked Wacky Races as a child, the Hanna-Barbera show. Remember Wacky Races? Like it's
or
like that,
Mario Kart.
Real life.
So they go from Malaysia to Australia to Brazil to Europe to US to Canada they will go everywhere. So you have something like 23 races.
Was Speed Racer? Jody Rice says was Speed Racer an F1
no.
racer? Was Speed Racer somebody? What was he? What was he in?
He was in the special Trans Am category there. I don't know. Speed race match 5 was not F1. Okay.
It was okay.
That's it. So let's go to my number one though. Anyway,
you still have one left.
Yes, and now I will talk about food, and again I will bring a concept that we already have in other places, and really successful. I will bring a brand, but we don't need a brand in that place because I'm thinking about the huge space that it is, and I will bring something like Italy or similar. So we're talking about.
What the heck is this?
So we're talking about a food hall with a grocery store, and it's and that concept is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
What are we looking at?
This is actually the store. This store here, I think, is in Chicago. I think because you have Italy's already. They originated in Italy, but in Torino.
Not that much.
In Torino, but they spread all over the world. You have Italy, São Paulo, in Brazil. You have New York. So it is a food hall. It's a big.
Imagine if like what you got to do. You know, you go to the old school seafood restaurant. You get to pick your lobster out, kind of thing. Imagine if you could go in and assemble like your menu choices by going around and picking the food items, right? And then from like some pre-selected options, and then you take your little basket and they take your stuff and they make the food from the stuff that you just purchased from the little vendors.
Yes,
that would be amazing.
That sounds like a supply chain nightmare.
Or an October, no, because it's limited to the stuff that they have. Or an Oktoberfest theme. Imagine like an Oktoberfest theme kind of thing. That would be cool. I know they have something like that.
And the concept the concept of food halls is something that is you have all over the world. Here in Miami, I think we have probably like 10 different ones. But
we don't have that.
But in Orlando, you have something quite similar. That is a small version, but it's the one that you find in Winter Garden, which is that market. I cannot recall the name now. There's a market in there which is pretty neat, but it's really small. But I'm talking something a little bit bigger. Can you imagine one like that in Disney Springs? I will live there. There's several different brands. There's Italy, okay, but there's Top. How you call it? No, it's Top. Okay.
Kind of reminds me of an IKEA, to be honest with you.
We do have here. There's several ones that, but the concept itself is, and you can do that, for instance, because there's such a good amount of culinary stores and good chefs in Central Florida. You can use that to generate, awareness, and it could be really good. Actually, it's a little bit of your number one, Jason.
A little bit. Yeah,
stressing the food idea. Stressing the food idea.
I'm shocked.
Why? But you never.
Food?
Yeah.
Us? No.
Yeah, but have you ever been to a food hall, Collin?
No. Nope. We don't have that.
No, I don't think I have either.
We call that a farmer's market, and it's outside on Saturday mornings. Well before when I wake up on a Saturday morning.
It is. Here in Miami, it became a trend, something like 4 years ago, and we have plenty, and they still work pretty fine. I like it a lot. Okay, buddies. Okay. So let me just say that this top 3 was brought to you by your lovely friend Carlos Silva and Ponto, and the Pontos.
All the Pontos.
And all the Pontos. Remember that you can watch me in Portuguese, and you can follow me in Portuguese in Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami. Ponto Orlando for Central Florida, Ponto Miami for the content and pictures of South Florida. The other thing I like to say is that every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I do my live show. You can watch through Ponto Miami in Facebook or the Ponto Orlando, Orlando YouTube. Sorry, I was reading the comments here. And but I cannot waste the time and ask everybody to think about After Hours again and to think about our YouTube channel. And I like to say to everybody that we love YouTube. We really love YouTube. We want you to know that YouTube is pretty important to us.
Is there a prize on YouTube for how many times you say YouTube?
And YouTube is pretty fair to us too. So that's why I have to say that. And I have to remember that we have to like and share this show, because this is also pretty important to us. Okay, let me just set it up back here. Okay, beautiful. Okay, yeah, good.
What they missed while you were doing that is I almost fell out of my chair.
Oh, I missed that too.
Yeah, I saw some commotion there. I said, what's going on there? I thought that your dog came and jumped something. Okay,
locomotion.
Just about fell out of my chair.
Oh, good idea, Sarah. When can we get the After Hour T-shirts? Yeah,
you mean the one? Is
Carlos wearing it out?
No, I'm wearing.
Yeah, you don't have to
be careful. Be careful. He's not wearing pants.
It's not that kind of show.
No. I'm pretty dressed.
Yet.
I said I'm pretty dressed. Yeah.
And Marion say, "Oh, Carlos is talking about himself in a third person again." Yeah, Mr. Ponto. Yeah, thank you.
Ponto.
Yeah, tell me Ponto.
Oh boy. Now we lost YouTube.
YouTube. We're back.
Okay, buddies.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I needed to take it out. There was this. And
one of these days, Colin's gonna chime in.
Yeah.
One of these days.
And I pray. I say every time I think today is the show. Today is the show that he's going to get it fast. Yeah.
So so just hypothetically speaking, what is that sound?
Nobody never mentioned anything about my proficiency in the guitar in that thing. I wish. Because
they know better. That's what they'll say, and they don't want to be mean.
Buddies,
I heard the mule with a view already.
That was mean.
I told you he's the mean one.
Buddies. Jason, actually you can explain us a little bit more about what that sound, what it is the segment, what it makes those so important and beloved.
Well, it's one of the most popular programs on YouTube. Apparently we're supposed to say that a lot tonight. YouTube.
Yeah.
It's actually Collin Kendall's favorite segment here on After Hours because it means it's close to the end of the show. And also it's a lot of fun because what we'll do for you is play a brief, I can hear an echo, that's weird, brief little piece of sound. Your job, if you choose to stick around, which we hope you do, is to tell us what that is, where it's coming from, be as specific as possible. If you like the crop factor, you're going to love or hate this. And put your answers in the comments, and if you guess right, you get bragging rights around the Ponto, Orlando area.
You'll get a custom written letter from Jason. He licks it himself to just seal the package, so you can make your own Jason.
I'm so glad you said to seal the
package. Let's go to the first sound.
No, the first rule is never leave a DNA trail, Colin. Never leave a DNA trail.
So we can replicate the Jasons of the world.
Let's go to the... what happened to my voice now?
Must be that little frog.
Oh my God.
Third time this week?
YouTube, yeah. Let's go to the first sound in 1, 2, and 3.
I got nothing.
I couldn't hear
a thing.
Let me
pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
Yeah, and now it's up in 1, 2, and 3.
Did I mention that there's a progression from easy to hard with this?
I hope so.
Lola got it.
I mean,
she's already
there was a little bit of a theme.
Lola got it. Yeah, Lola never been there. Lola say, yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm just warming. I'm warming them up.
So, French Pavilion, Remy Attractions, French Pavilion, Lisa said Italy, French Pavilion, Mary said so quiet. Kelly say it's easy.
Clearly they're not referring to Jason.
No. Mark, no. The courtyard in front of Remy, no, it's not. No. It's not. France, Ratatouille area, no. The Ratatouille area actually doesn't play that song.
No, it plays the Ratatouille.
Only
Carlos
plays
does, though, on the weekends.
Only plays that. But a lot of people got it right already.
Yes, they did.
Terry is not Ratatouille. Is Ratatouille. Because yes, Kelly is right. Right is La Vie en Rose. This is the song, and you can hear that in the French Pavilion, but not in the Ratatouille area. Here it is. You know, it's one of the nicest melodies you can find. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, everybody's warmed up.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Let's go to number
Lola
2.
is already sleeping. She said it's too easy. Let's go to the number 2 though. In 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I can
That's
totally hear
Lola.
myself.
Playing whatever the instrument this is.
Which one of you has headphones? I wonder whose headphones am I coming through? Hello. Oh, I hear that.
What? It's
Yeah, I
probably
hear
me.
that.
They're open back.
Terry's saying
Just cover it carefully.
Disney Springs near Boathouse, Coronado Springs, Nomad Lounge. Doreen is saying Cover Bend.
All the good
Somebody
places.
said Boathouse. I'm surprised Lou didn't appear.
Disney Springs. Mark is saying Morning Minute.
Oh.
It's a classic guitar. Yacht and Beach Club music is what Caleb's saying. Buddy Caleb, how are you, buddy?
I love all the answers. They're all
Beach
the
Club.
great places.
The
They know that
speaker, the speaker in front of the land in the bushes.
Well, Kelly, where have you been?
That was
Let's play one more. Let's play one more time for. Let's play one more time for.
I'll play it here.
That's the elevator at Carlos's condo.
No. you, Colin, do you know how they call this type of elevator music?
I have no idea.
Jason, do you know?
Why do they call it that? You mean?
No, how do they,
Muzak.
Muzak. And you know where is the biggest recording place of Muzak in the world?
Iceland.
Miami?
Seattle.
Oh, interesting.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was so random.
I hold music for every company I call. No. Oh, we got a close answer.
Yes, we got a really.
It's not super specific, but maybe we may have to accept it.
Yes, and it's our buddy from Go Mouse Scouts. Yes. Contemporary. Yes, let's.
I mean, I feel like I should accept that answer. I mean, specifically. Well, you'll see. You'll see.
Specifically?
Specific.
And you record.
I mean, I could be in that spot in that sound all day. That's actual ambient sound. That's the real soundtrack of that scene, and that is at the observation area at the California Grill. And
did he record it with the Biden?
No, that's traditional. That's traditional.
Oh, really?
But you don't. Yeah, but because you don't need that for that. It's just music. But
yeah, it is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Great view from there.
Let's go to the third one. Of Go Mouse Scouts is saying, I figured the music sounded contemporary, so it had to be contemporary. Yes, it's very contemporary. You're right.
Love the music at the contemporary.
Yeah, the loop there is always good.
Love it.
Okay, I almost pressed the number 3 here.
Yeah, so number 3 is a tricky one.
Let's do in 1, 2, and 3. It's really tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very tricky.
Sort of. If this is what I think it is, but I'll hold off.
You always say that.
You always say, write it down. Write it down now. Now write it down. Write it down. I want to see
Right
it.
on your arm.
Yes.
Write it on your arm.
Write it down. Yeah.
Take a picture of it.
I'm not 100% sure on this one.
Ah.
I'm not. Like,
Write it
this
in a
could be
Sharpie
only,
on your arm.
like, 2 places, right?
But we need to plan a trip together again.
I'm not giving you another hint.
As soon as possible. We need
I know
to...
where this is played, but it doesn't make sense in my head.
Let's play one more time.
I'll put it on my phone.
Well,
If I'm right, you're going to feel bad.
So, Princess, let me see here. There's a lot of American Pavilion, Princess Cavalcade, Happily Ever After pre-show music, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad, yes. Be Our Guest.
Record. I had that answer before him.
Which one? What do you write?
Pre-show for Happily Ever After.
That's too bad it's wrong.
Yeah. Inside the Castle, Mickey and Minnie's Train Ride. Kelly's in the bushes in front of the... I'll play it again, Lisa. Yes, here it is. Megan is asking, near Be Our Guest. I already played to Mary again. Yes.
I mean, they're definitely acceptable answers here, and
Royal Table.
It's not Royal Table, but we have. I think we have what we're looking for. I think Go Mouse Scouts got it first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not really at the tavern, and it's not at Be Our Guest for those saying Be Our Guest, but I think it's well, you'll see.
And the Go Mouse Scouts is getting around the
He's
spotted
all the
area.
spots. All the spots.
Let them chill there. So.
It's a little tricky.
This is also played before Happily Ever After. I have video of it.
But
technically, everything is played.
Right.
Technically, everything is played before Happily Ever After.
But you know what?
Even that song in the bushes.
Even La Vie en Rose.
That's right.
and that was it's another example was of a beautiful melody, and that song is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Collin was right. I mean, but we can't give him credit.
Yes,
never.
It was tricky because the location, the location and the time of day and everything. Now that was in binaural.
Probably just because they pipe in the music from it.
No, it wasn't. No, that was not in binaural. That one was not in binaural.
No, it was not.
Which I need to go back. I need to go back there and do that.
You should. You'll have to go around 9 o'clock because it's the music for Happily Ever After.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Okay. Buddies, it was a nice show. It was a really nice show. We have fun.
That's fine.
And I hope everybody enjoyed that. Don't forget to smash the like button on the love. Don't forget to if you're Facebook, YouTube, don't forget to like it, and don't forget to share our show. And I have to express that to our audience. It's pretty important for us. We develop a lot of time and love with this content, and we would love to see much more people watching it. That's the whole point. And Facebook is not fair to us.
Well, not after that statement, certainly.
And it'll get worse.
And if you lose the broadcast, all of a sudden you'll know why.
We're gonna be in YouTube. We're gonna be.
YouTube.
They never gonna lose us because we're going to be in YouTube. That's the point.
Take that, Zuckerberg.
Yeah. buddies, it was great. Thank you for the wonderful time. And to everybody watching us, please be safe, take care, have a wonderful rest of the week, and we will see you the same time next week after hours. Today I sent a message saying, "Oh, the show is ready," and Jason replied, "Show? What show?" So
we can't leave. We're bolted to the chair.
So we see you all next week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Ready to begin. Let the wonder take hold. Feel it draw you in. Watch the moment unfold. Spark a dream on the we're meant to follow. Setting off for a new tomorrow. Every step we take brings a new hope. Every choice we make helps us find our own way. Every wish that we pull into motion, diving in with our hearts wide open. The storm comes alive when we look inside. New adventure there in your eyes. It's just beginning. Feel your heartbeat faster. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. Now we're on our way. Leave the fears behind us. Not so far away from the dreams that live inside us. Moving down this road we've chosen. There's a limit to where we're going. Storm comes alive when we look inside. New adventure there in your eyes. It's just beginning. Feel your heart beat faster. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. The battles, the stories, the losses, and all the glories. We're chained by the way we live every day. Just look up and reach to the sky. We can all have the courage to fly. The story